Thank you very much indeed, Ceann Comhairle. President Zelenskyy today is one of a small band of national leaders who have addressed this House over the last 100 years. And I wondered if I can just take some of the words that we've heard previously, starting first with John Fitzgerald Kennedy, who spoke here some 59 years ago. And those words he said then are just as relevant today, that no nation, large or small, can be indifferent to the fate of others near or far. Modern economics, weapons and communications have made us realise more than ever that we are one human family and this one planet is our home. He went on to say that Ireland pursues an independent course in foreign policy, but it is not neutral between liberty and tyranny and never will be. I think that's what guides us today. It guides us in the work we do in the United Nations Security Council, where we were elected by the small, non-aligned countries of this world to stand up for the rights of individual nation-states. It's in that spirit that our soldiers march to the most hard conflict zones with blue helmets on their heads to try and hold the peace line, that our Navy sailed to the Mediterranean to rescue the most destitute and in need, and we're even maybe inspired by that our trawlers in West Cork were willing to head out international seas to uphold the right of law. It's in this spirit that we've worked through the UN and in the European Union, calling for the stiffest sanctions. And with real resolve, I believe we will answer President Zelenskyy's call there that we stop the flow of funds for the war by stopping the flow of fossil fuels, which are one of the weapons which are being used in this conflict.
Hear, hear.
Thank you, Deputy Senator Norris. It's great to see you here today. That's the spirit as well, that we have people from our country going now to bring humanitarian aid, with medicines to tend the wounded, with meals to feed those hungry that President Zelenskyy spoke about, and with defensive shields against the weapons of war. It's in that spirit that the Irish people, I think, have and are and will open their doors to provide sanctuary and shelter for those men and women and children particularly fleeing their conflict while their men stay at home. It's going to be difficult, it's going to be challenging beyond compare, we all know that, but I believe we are committed to it. If I can quote one of the other people who have spoken here, Chancellor Kohl of Germany, a short line from his address to this House, when he said that we are European by conviction, which I believe is true. Conviction as a small state, small nation, that we're strengthened when we work in cooperation and collaboration with our European colleagues. And I think it's appropriate today, if I can, just to quote two lines from the preamble for the Treaty for the Functioning of the European Union, which governs this relationship, when it says, "We intend to confirm the solidarity which binds Europe and the overseas countries, and desiring to ensure the development of their prosperity in accordance with the principles of the Charter of the United Nations. And that we resolve by thus pooling their resources to preserve and strengthen peace and liberty, and calling upon the other peoples of Europe who share their ideal to join in their efforts." Now we heard today that just such a call has come from a people, a nation, European nation, to be part of those efforts. And I share and agree with the Taoiseach and the Taoiseach that our answer to that, to widen, to broaden the European family, on this most western outpost of Europe, to say yes. To say yes, that ideal is not an exclusive one. It should not be constrained. It will be stronger when we spread those democratic ideals. If I can quote one last person, Nelson Mandela, who spoke here so eloquently after he had reached and achieved his freedom, and when he said, "Nothing can stop the evolution of humanity towards the condition of greater and ever-expanding freedom." And when he went on to say, "We ask that you stay the course with us. We need your support for the democratic perspectives that we represent." Well, that call for support for democratic systems, our European democratic systems, absolutely founded in realising that it requires us to follow the rule of law. with all the conflicts, all the contradictions, all the complexities, compromises that sometimes involves. But that's what we're standing up here for today and what we will need to do. And it may take time. I think we have to answer what Nelson Mandela called for us to be willing to stay the course in all the challenges that will present as we stop the use of those fossil fuels, as we open and provide our homes and schools and healthcare and other social services. Staying the course will be difficult, but I expect this House and our people are up for that challenge, one of the greatest ones of our time. Thank you, Councillor.